Good morning. It is March 28th, 2025, and you are with the Center for Planetary Management. Today is our official web launch, centerforplanetarymanagement.net. We are so happy that you can be here to see how to navigate this website. It is jam-packed full of information. It's a database as well as an educational tool. It has glossary. It has all kinds of fun things. And so we are so looking forward to you participating in this with us. But as always at the Center for Planetary Management, we begin our time together in a meditation and a prayer of gratitude or a giving of gratitude to the celestial planetary management team that we work with. And all others in our sphere of influence, our helpers, our seraphim, Christ Michael, Mother Nebedonia, and Martha will offer that for us today. So here we're going to start. Jack usually starts us with a meditation. He's not here, so I'm going to begin the group. If you just want to relax in your chair, just sit back, take a few minutes to breathe deeply, relax your body, relax your mind, let the rest of your day and all of your cares dissipate. Center yourselves. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. We'll take about 1 minute of silence for everyone to get settled, and then Martha, you can offer our prayer of gratitude.
Hmm. Mm. Most High God of universes, who indwells our human minds, thought adjuster ours, beloved eternal companion, we thank you for your presence with us and within us. We thank you for the spiritual administration to our universe. We thank you for Michael of Nebadon that we knew as Jesus of Nazareth, who lived amongst us in historical time. We thank you for the Melchizedek teachers and for Makiventa Melchizedek, who arrived to prepare the way for the coming of Michael of Nebadon as Jesus of Nazareth. We thank you for our awareness of the Mother Nebedonia energy on our planet, that all the spiritual energies also have a feminine face. Thank you for our awareness of the spiritual administration and our celestial teachers. And thank you for giving us an opportunity to collaborate with you in unfolding divine agenda on this planet at this time. Thanks for your patience with us as humans. We thank you, our angels and guardians, midwayers, those without name and number, and all those who are loyal to the first source and center. Beings of light, there are so many perspectives on earth, on your existence. Please guide us as we seek to align ourselves to your celestial wisdom in solving the problems that we as humans encounter on this planet. Thank you for this launch. After more than a year of hard work, of what we present you with as a platform to do the work that you have taught us needs doing. We love you. Thank you for loving us too. Amen.
Thank you so much, Martha, for that. And again, happy birthday. And thank you again for everyone who is here. Now, there are two important people that I would like to introduce you to that you may or may not be familiar with. And those of you who are seeing this after the fact may not be familiar with. The first is Daniel Raphael, who is an intricate part of the work that we are doing because it's based on the many years of writing and transmissions that he's done. So I would like to introduce you to Daniel Raphael. Good morning, Daniel. Thank you for being with us today. Very excited that you could be here. If you wanted to say a few words about where we are in this progress or your manuscripts, please feel free to do that. But again, thank you because this work that we're doing is based on your work. And you're muted. You're muted. You might need to unmute. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Hmm. Thank you so very much. This website is, I'd say, the acme, the accomplishment of many years of I'd say, fantasies that I've had about informing the world about what we are doing, what Spirit is doing. This is a initial place where people can find out what Spirit is up to and why they're here now. It's important that the visitors realize that this is a co-creative enterprise, not just a human made at all, and not just for us to sit back and relax and wait for Spirit to do all the work, which is very highly traditional belief system. This is co-creative, where we must grow into the management role of our planet. And this is for our benefit and our children's and all future generations until the days of light and life. And then hopefully everybody's on the same page with peace and in their heart and peace in their societies. I thank you. And I thank you for the diligence, this whole team, for your perseverance, for your dedication of time and commitment. And you have learned how to work as a team. It's important that you appreciate that. Teamwork is not an easy thing. It is a place where you learn to be humble, where you must accept the presence of other people, their thoughts, their mind, their personality. And if you get rankled by that, it's your problem. It's something for you to work on, okay? So, and lastly, I'd like to say that this is uh, an anchor, a corner post of territory, ideological territory that Spirit will build upon. This site is highly instrumental in what is to come. So I will leave you with those thoughts and wonderment of what is going to come. And having worked with Spirit personalities for many, many years, it's all good. And if we don't understand it, it's because we don't understand it. And so we seek to understand what they're doing and to be a part in an active partnership with them. Thank you so much, Kona.
Yeah, you're welcome, Daniel. Thank you again for being here. And to your lovely wife, Cheryl, that I know is in the background. Thank you, Cheryl, for supporting Daniel and us in all of the work that we're doing. All
Oh,
right.
you bet.
All right, wonderful. So the next person that I want to introduce you to, this website would not have come about without him. And this is our wonderful webmaster, um, not Daniel Raphael. Let me take away his name. This is Juan Ramirez. Juan is in Venezuela, and despite our language differences, he's Spanish speaking. He reads and writes beautifully in English. He is the master, the webmaster that has made this website come to life. So, Juan, I just want to celebrate you and say thank you so much once again on behalf of the team and just acknowledge you for, the work that you've done. And so everything that we see today is a result of his handiwork, and we couldn't go forward without acknowledging him. So thank you, my friend. Blessings on you. Um, we have Martha as our translator. Juan, if you have anything that you want to say, Martha can certainly unmute and translate. I would need to unmute you, but I don't know if you have words that you would like to share about the progress of the website.
No, por el momento está muy bien todo lo que has dicho. Gracias.
All right, very good. Well, once again, Juan Ramirez, thank you, and we'll move forward with taking a look at the website. Thank you again to all of our guests who are here. We are the Center for Planetary Management. You can email us at Team for Center of Planetary Management. Again, I'm Kona. And let's take a look at the website itself. So here we are. This is the Center for Planetary Management. We'll scroll down a little bit. I've had questions about our beautiful logo. I can tell you that it was the brainchild of Juan and AI. So AI has done something good for us. Deborah, you had that question. So we might be making one minor adjustment that we talked about in our last meeting, but for right now, this is our logo. It's exclusive. We didn't have to buy it. Juan is the brainchild. Thank you, Juan, again. And as you can see, we've chosen very basic, simple colors. We were advised by Stephen Patrick on how to create something that is going to be easy for people to read and follow. So you see here, human and divine consultants. For those who may not be familiar, so let's just say we all have a human and divine connection. Some of us call it intuition, some of us call it prayer, some of us call it your relationship with spirit. We have a little bit more direct connection through what we call transmissions. And we'll go into more detail that on another Friday. So we'll save that for then so we can explain more for those who are not familiar with what a transmission is. We say human stewardship combined with celestial guidance using universal core values to co-creatively design the future planetary culture. Here's a video here. I'm not going to show it today. Take your time. It gives a little bit longer explanation of our relationship with the work that we're doing and the background with Daniel. And then below we have our most recent blogs, a calendar of events, which will be populated before long. You keep on scrolling down. Some of these different blogs have photos, which have been chosen beautifully by Juan. And then a place where you can join us. As the website, this is a living website. It is not static. It will have updates to it every single week. So if you want to get those updates, you simply join the conversation here and you'll get registered to do that. And then down below us, you'll want to check out the resources, which I'll go over a little bit later on in the presentation. On our About Us page, this tells you more about what we are all about. It is about the basics of ethics, governance, and strategies. And as you see, the many parts to the puzzle that are in our logo, we are only one simple piece of that puzzle. We acknowledge that we are a part of the whole. And so our main focus is on ethics, governance, and strategies. We're not trying to take on the whole planetary system. So you might think that there's things left out. For instance, we're going to defer to Donna D'Angelo, who's here with us today, and the Institute of Christ Consciousness for training on quieting oneself, your spiritual connection, how to get grounded with spirit, and those kinds of things, because that's not our forte. Donna is much better versed in that. So here at the Planetary Center for Planetary Management, it stands at the intersection of celestial guidance and human stewardship. We're dedicated to fostering universal ethics, co-creative planetary governance, and global sustainable strategies through developing regenerative cultures by using a core value system, co-creative design team methodologies, and the family learning centers, all part of Daniel's writing. We believe that humanity is at a crucial turning point, requiring a conscious and co-creative approach to planetary renewal. By integrating spiritual wisdom with practical action, that's our praxis, we strive to create a harmonious balance between human progress and the preservation of Earth's ecosystems. Our vision, we simply envision a world where humanity and Earth exist in harmonious co-creation, guided by celestial wisdom and human ingenuity. Through the 7 core values of social sustainability, life, equality, growth, quality of life, compassion, empathy, and love, we seek to establish an enduring foundation for ethical planetary management and social transformation. And at the core of this vision is divine love, which unites individuals in compassion, respect, and shared responsibility. Wisdom acts as our guiding compass, ensuring our actions reflect foresight, balance, and sustainability. Through co-creative design teams, we align celestial guidance with practical strategies to address global challenges. Our mission is to empower individuals and communities through establishing a universal core value system, teaching sustainable practices through the design team methodology, and laying the foundation for regenerative planetary management. And specifically by integrating family learning centers as hubs for ethical education, we foster an understanding of planetary stewardship, governance, and sustainability. So, what do we do exactly? We seek to establish ethics rooted in celestial wisdom using the 7 core values to discern sustainable practices and design regenerative institutions, starting with the family. We have co-creative planetary governance by establishing family learning centers to instill ethical planetary values aligned to spiritual wisdom. And we develop co-creative design teams blending the celestial and human insights to form the ethical governance and global sustainability solutions. Last but not least, our global sustainable strategies provide mentorship to cultivate future leaders dedicated to planetary stewardship. And we offer teachings, resources, and workshops combining celestial insights with practical global sustainability strategies. So as you see at the top here, this is only our main focus: ethics, governance, strategies. We offer resources and then a place to contact us. What I'm going to show you here under ethics is going to be similar for both the governance and the strategies. So here you're going to find a section on methodologies. It is going to tell you our methodology on ethics. When you click on the read more, as I'm going to do here, it gives you an extended piece that can be printed, downloaded and printed for your use elsewhere. If you wanted to share this with someone, if you wanted to send it as a PDF to someone else, we will be working with each of these pieces, which we used AI to help develop. They're based on the teaching mission transmissions. We used an AI database that's connected to the teaching missions transmissions in Daniel's work to develop these. But each of the principles goes over specific areas of ethics. So, for instance, seek divine guidance is a God conscious ethics. Then you have live by the principle of love, which is relationship ethics. And on we have moral discernment ethics, freedom ethics, social and global ethics, etc. So this is quite comprehensive in what we're offering within the methodology. If I go back to the previous page under ethics, then you see we offer a curriculum. This is an initial curriculum that can also be downloaded and printed and shared. And it's at the beginning. So we'll be going through each of these, working through the curriculums, maybe making changes if and when there are changes that are made as we work through each of these curriculums together. We will make an announcement in the newsletter to let you know what's been updated and changed. You also see right here at the top, how can we help? You can type in a subject here or a word, and it will search all of the transmissions that we have uploaded and search the curriculum and find the information that you're looking for. If I go back to the ethics page, you see practical application under praxis. So if I click over here to this page, ethics in praxis, truthfulness in the workplace, handling conflict with love, practicing forgiveness in relationships. This is designed to give people practical applications of what it is that our methodology is and what we're teaching. This can also be downloaded and shared with others. So we're trying to give practical application in education to the methodologies that we are supporting here. And last but not least, on each of the pages is a connection to our resources page. Under resources, we share what the core texts and teachings on ethics, where this information came from. So we have an introduction brief about the Urantia book, the correcting time messages, Jesus's ethical teachings, and the 7 core values, and more resources as you scroll down. And this is just the beginning. We also give information about the works by Daniel Raphael, where we are getting a majority of this information from. And if I go back up to the top, just briefly, I wanted to show you that you have the same type of information under governance. Again, methodology, curriculum, praxis, and resources. On the right-hand side, this is going to give you the latest posts that have been written by the design team. Robert has been very prolific in his writing. He has lots of blogs here. So has Juan. Jack writes quite a bit as well. And so if you wanted to read any of those latest posts, they're always going to be on the right-hand side in each of these 3 areas. Now, one of the most fun things that we have is our knowledge database. We've talked about many times as a team, we don't want the haystack, because if you're trying to find a needle in the haystack, it's very hard. So that's one of the reasons why you have the search bar at the top. Again, when you come here, you can go back to the ethics, go back to the governance, go back to the strategies, and here are the resources. You have the articles on the left-hand side. By newest articles, you have articles you can choose down here below where to go. Then we have the transcripts. All of the transcripts that we've had since the beginning of this team are posted online for anyone here to take a look at. So let's just say I click on this one from last Friday. It is available not only to read, so you have the transmission, then you'll have the conversation afterwards. The only thing that we're not posting is our boring meeting conversations. So if you wanted to get a copy of the transcript, any of the transcriptions are right here. You can simply print it, download it to your computer. If you print to PDF, then you can save it. So that's one of the biggest things that we wanted to do. We do have a place here, Deborah, for any of the Mission Urantia's transcripts that pertain to the work that we're doing. Jack is one of our great researchers. And what he does is when we have a particular topic, he searches everywhere. If he finds something that in the Mission Urantia transcripts, then we would add that to our resource database. All right, so next under here, we have the biography of the team. So we have all of these articles, but we also have a connection here. So if I wanted to say, let's take a look at Daniel's biography, we have a picture for each of our folks, their biography, and then down below his accomplishments, a link to his website where you can get copies of his manuscripts and etc. So it is quite a comprehensive what we have here. Again, you can go to the transcripts and then you can go straight to the blogs. Down at the bottom, this is one of the most fun pieces of the website that I invite you to explore, is our resources. Again, access to the blog, Ask AI. Ask AI is a contribution from Stephen Patrick. He created each of these GPTs based on either the Urantia book, the correcting time, the teaching mission. He has the ultimate spiritual guide, 17 questions. Jesus, I speak to you again. He's taken those databases and he's set up an AI so that you can ask the chat GPT anything based on those databases and get information. You simply have to have an account. So I invite you to explore that. We have 59 frequently asked questions. When we have visitors to the website, they might have a question as simple as, what is the correcting time? This is a work in progress. It is an AI created and edited by us, but we intend to go back through. It may be if you read our website and you find something here that you want to add to or maybe suggest a correction, you would simply let us know. It is a living website, and as we progress, we'll be continuously updating this and then again adding it to our newsletter. So there's lots of information here. Can non-human entities participate in the correcting time? So there's just lots of questions that people might ask. This is a brainchild, again, of Juan, and we greatly appreciate that. And then we have a glossary. You go here, we have this huge glossary. Click inside, click to expand, and then you see all of these different terms that may show up somewhere in the website or in a transcript that other folks or you might have a question about. Again, another work in progress. If you read through this and you find something that needs to be added or changed or corrected, we invite you to let us know at your convenience. We want this to be as accurate as possible. Then another thing, celestial teachers. We talk a lot about our divine connections with celestial teachers. Here we have a glossary of celestial teachers. This is a brief introduction to each of these folks. This is both inside the UB, the Urantia Book Knowledge Database, as well as outside. So there may be things here that you do not recognize. And once again, we invite you to edit this with us and update it as we move forward. Then down here, this takes you back to the knowledge database. Again, this takes you to all of the different pages. We have a YouTube channel, and we can be contacted by WhatsApp and social media. That is the basics, folks, for the website, and I'm happy to take any questions now. If you have it, just raise your hand, unmute yourself. Feel free to ask questions, make comments. We'd love to hear from you. Donna, go ahead, unmute for me. Make sure you can get unmuted.
Well, it's quite an accomplishment, and I congratulate all of you on this major achievement. I think you've done a really splendid job, and I'm very eager to see how our organization, can coordinate with your organization and help more people understand this major event that we're in the midst of. So I just want to give you all my appreciation for your hard work and your dedication, and keep going, and let's see how we can continue to make this this whole teaching mission, planetary transformation reality, more accessible to our brothers and sisters all around the planet. Good work. Keep it up.
Thank you for that, Donna. And we most of us here are familiar with your work. We love your work and appreciate you so much for this. You give us the deep spiritual inner work, and we're kind of doing the outer work here, kind of somewhere in between. So we will definitely be in conversation with you. Thank you.
Right. Look forward to it.
All right. Deborah, you have your hand up. Give me just a second to get you on screen here. One moment. All right, Deborah, thank you.
Yes, well, I concur with Donna. That's very impressive work that you've done on your website. And I can appreciate how much time that took, since I'm in the process of rebuilding Mission Urantia's website. Won't be anywhere near as comprehensive as yours, with the glossaries and even a list of all the teachers. It's been a long time since I've seen a list of the teachers. I think in the early days of the teaching mission, we had something sent out like that. So I'm curious where you got your list.
Well, that's a question for Juan. I would let him answer that question for you. And if he chooses to do right now, Juan, do you want to take the time to answer that question?
Marta, ¿podría darme una idea completa de lo que me
Sí,
pregunta?
señor. Certainly. Ella quería saber de dónde sacabas tú la lista de todos los profesores celestiales.
Ok, sí, se sacó de Dynal.
It came from Dino.
From the
y
Dano.
de-
Dano, okay.
Dano, yeah.
Y recuerda que soy en español y
Yeah, so
pronuncio diferente.
it pronounces in a different way in Spanish, yeah.
Y la página de Archives, TM Archives.
Oh, the TM archives as well. Okay, so he
Yeah.
got
Oh,
he
TM
he
Archives, yeah.
he took it. He took AI to the Danel and he took AI to the TM archives. Go ahead.
Y también del sitio Big Mac Speaks.
Speaks. That's
Yes.
Daniel's Big Mac Speaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great resources.
So 3 different websites.
All right. Thank you for that question.
Thank you.
Well done. Excellent one.
Un
Thank you,
placer.
Deborah, for that question. Any other questions that you had for us?
Aina Mani, there's somebody who just said hi on the chat. Aina Mani, would you like to speak?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello, give me
I'm
just
all
a
right, so
second and I'll
I-
pull you up to visit us.
and I like to step in here.
Okay, give me 1 second, Sal. Thank you for joining us, Anamani. Where are you hailing
Oh,
from?
thank you so much.
Great to have you here. All right, Sal, you said that you
Okay.
wanted to join us too?
I have a lot of you. First of all, it's glad to see everybody again and people who I haven't met before. My initial communication with you guys was Anamani, how he got here, and the security of your website. I went there before this meeting, and I went to a certain area where it talks about Trump and the communication, the reasoning, and the data that I found there was kind of confidential in a way of having other people know what's going on. Now,
On our
Anamani,
website? On our website, you found that?
yeah, yes. I went to where Melchizedek is talking about the influence on Trump.
Oh, I see. You found a transcript about those
Yes,
things.
yes,
Yes.
exactly. And there's a point where Anamani is a person that I was trying to talk about earlier about learning how to play bridge. Anyway, he's got on it because I says, I can't be with you this morning because I had to be here. And I send him the reason. That's how he got here. There's this security.
Wonderful.
Well, there's a lot going on in all our lives to the point of a focal point, a platform for the world to know who we are and where direction we're going in a lot of different ways.
Hmm.
I see a whole bunch of herding cats now forming a team, and I'm glad to be here. But,
Thank
there's a long story. I don't want to dominate this, but me. We got most of the people know me here, and glad to meet you, Daniel.
Well, thank you so much for that, Sal. And thank you for bringing Anamani here. And welcome to our team presentation and welcome to the website. I hope that you will take the time to explore. Sal's going to give you lots of information. We have tons of information on the website for you to follow up with him on. And if there are no other questions about the website, then I'm going to close this out and then we can just chat amongst ourselves for a few minutes. Anybody else have a question? All right, very good. Well, once
Well,
again, oh,
can I interrupt?
sure. Sorry about that. Let me bring you back up on screen. Deborah, give me 1 moment. There you are.
Well, I am curious about some of the things you were able to put in, like the little sidebar of the list so that you can jump more quickly to something on that page. I have a lot yet to learn about doing things on websites. So I know Juan speaks only Spanish. It'd be nice to pick someone's brain and learn more.
Sure.
Like, for example, I have a link to Stephen Patrick's website, but I didn't have, I'm assuming Juan sort of took that and and made a replica so that it's actually on your website as a replica of, and not people having to click a link to go to Stefan. So I would like to learn about doing that myself.
Well,
Anyway,
sure. I'm sure that we can figure out a time to sit with you and give you some insight on how to use this. This is all WordPress based. Juan is going to give you a little bit information. So, Martha, if you'll also be prepared. Go ahead, Juan.
Ok, Débora. Kona y yo hablamos diferentes idiomas, pero nos entendemos.
So he and
Y
Kona speaks different languages, but they understand each other. I guess you can see all the translation below anyway.
right, I can see it.
Yes, but it's helpful for
Así-
the recording, okay?
lo que quiero decir con esto es que estoy a su orden. Cualquier ayuda que necesites, estoy a su orden. Y aplicamos la tecnología de la traducción de Zoom. ¿Listo?
So Deborah, he's willing anytime, and I'm also willing to sit with both of you, so one can do that whenever you're ready, so that you can learn from how he did it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not there yet, you know, I'm still in the rudimentary stage of building, so, but I might find a place I want to use it, and definitely it's nice to know I can call upon your help.
Well, that's what is great about having this team. We are team players. We work together, we help each other, we learn from each other, we support each other in the process. And Juan has been an amazing team player. I'm just honored to be a part of his life, honestly, and all of your lives. Thank you again for all of you being here. Once again, this is the closing of our web launch for the Center for Planetary Management. Thank you for participating in this conversation. And we're going to stop our recording and chat amongst ourselves. Have a good day.
Nope.